already dozing off. There's still work to do. Can't just be sleeping out in the open like that. And against a fucking wet tree? I know we haven't had much to munch on lately, but you can't be that exhausted already. Can't believe you're that tired. Especially after missing so many shots in our last fight. I have never seen someone with such bad aim before. Honestly, I'm not really sure why you've been recruited. Maybe just for me to come in and save the day at the last minute. Not that it's bothering me. But you gotta admit, at some point, that even though the enemies were practically out in the open, you were still missing them. What? Don't look at me like that with such murderous intent. It makes my nose itchy. In any case, in the end, I was here to save us. So please do thank me. As I was sure at the beginning that we'd have to find a necromancer and ask him to perform the Raise Dead spell. And then question you on where the fuck you learned how to aim. You want me to shut up? Well, I want you to be able to maim at least one foe in the next week. I feel like one wish is more doable than the other. You can say whatever the fuck you want about us street rats, but our parents usually taught us how to aim. If not to kill someone, at least to not piss out besides the pit latrine. Oh, banter. It's just banter. No need to unsheath your dagger. Just a little conversation between two party members, isn't it? I'm mildly afraid you might miss and seriously hurt yourself while our healer is out somewhere picking berries. Yeah, the others all went looking for food. Such a shame we spent so much time on that fight when their pockets and bags were empty. We would have been more successful just waiting on the side of the road and ambushing the first elegant-looking chump that would ride by. We do have to set up camp, though. I'm assuming I can expect you to properly help. You do know how to light a fire, right? Okay. I'll go get the beds ready once you're done. I already set up the tent beneath that tree, just in case it starts drizzling again. It's been raining like a pissing cow these past few days. Oh, you don't say that in the common language? Well, it means it's been raining a lot. Raining cats and dogs? That doesn't really make any sense. I mean, doesn't the image of a giant fucking cow pissing on all of us make more sense than dogs and cats falling out of the damn fucking sky? If they did, I, for one, would be pretty fucking happy. Because if they survive, boom, furry friend. If they don't, boom, we finally have some food after days of an empty stomach. Well, what are you waiting for? Are you going to light up the fire, or do I have to do that as well? Time to get up now. Whoa. Calm down, soldier. We don't draw weapons against allies in this team. Also, how fucking long has it been since you've sharpened this dagger? Not that I'm particularly fond of you pushing your weapon against my neck, but I don't think this would be able to draw blood. You could maybe use it to peel a potato if you tried hard enough. You know, I can definitely picture you as a chef. You definitely missed your calling. Oh, come on, mate. You don't want me to start fighting you. You know how this is going to end. Do you want your arm twisted or your fingers snapped? I can turn your knee inside out if needed. If you ask nicely enough, I can make you unable to walk for a few months. Wouldn't that be nice? You could finally focus on learning how to fucking aim. What? Why are you looking at me like that? You look like that orc after I beheaded it. Wait. Are you gonna fucking cry? Come on. You can't keep this dagger against my neck and have a little cry. Imagine if the others show up now. They'll say I was a bully again. Ugh, finally. Come on, let's get that fire going. Oh, it's banter. With a lot of truth in it. What, would you prefer me praising you for getting us all almost killed? I am not the right person for this. You could not have chosen a worse person to get sat on. Okay. Listen. Truth is, I like you. For some reason, I don't really understand. You're a posh piece of shit who complains about pretty much everything. Can't fucking stomach half the food we find. Something about it being spoiled or whatever. Your aim is the fucking worst. Pretty sure we'd all be doing so much better if you just stopped trying to do anything during a fight. You act in a way that just makes no fucking sense. I don't understand why you went on this adventure with us. I know, you want to avenge your family. But maybe you're not the best at forcing things to meet their makers early. Because you're the best out of all of us at living. I'm not trying to be mean. I mean it. I respect you for this. We're all out there trying to fend for ourselves. We all have trouble falling asleep. We're not good at anything but killing, stealing, and scheming. But you sing pretty well, and you do it every night for all of us. I saw you comfort several of us when you wake up from nightmares. You also cook quite well when we find fresh food. Best food I've had in my life. That's why I think you'd make a good chef. I don't quite understand how the fuck you trained, and why no one told you you'd be doing much better as a bard. I'm sure you'd be able to charm anyone with your voice, even during a battle. That's why you get on my fucking nerves. What the fuck are you doing here? Someone so full of life shouldn't fight their nature. If you asked me, I would hunt down those mercenaries for you. I'm afraid that once you find them, you'd do something stupid. Like try to face them on your own. At best, you'd get yourself killed. At worst, you'd survive and either die from your own hands or from the hands of your enemy's loved ones. I know what it's like. The thirst for blood, for revenge. It blinds you. Makes you feel like this is your rightful calling, no matter who you are or how badly you fight. I was on that path way before you even thought of walking it. It doesn't bring anything good. I killed them because they burnt down my village. Figured I would track them and burn them alive. And then I realized that I had to kill their kids, their extended families, their neighbors. Because nothing stops the thirst. Once you're done with yours, someone will come to you with theirs. It's a never-ending cycle. The only way to get out of it is to become worse than the very ones you hated. Then, you either let it consume you until you go mad, or you kill yourself. We're all fucked here. We can't sleep, we can't love properly, we can't spend a day without ale. But you're not like that. You're not like us. Not yet. I don't think you can handle it. Would you kill a mere child? Are you okay slicing the throat of a woman, begging for her life? Would you wreak havoc on an entire community? Or would you run away? Go far enough that revenge would only reach you in a few years, when you will be retired from this adventure. What if a young man comes to your door and asks for the blood of your kid because you murdered his dad? Who's in the right? Who has suffered the most? What justifications will you find? Will you hand him yourself or your firstborn so that he finally feels better? You should just let it be. Your family didn't make it, but you survived, right? You have servants waiting for you. Deals to be made, parties to be organized, and some men to be chased. I don't think your family would want you to run the risk of joining them sooner than expected. You're part of a legacy. Why not try to keep it alive? Don't do it. Let me do it. I'll bring you one tooth for each person I kill. I'll take care of their whole clan. If you ask me, I'll do all of this for free. If you promise me you'll settle down and let yourself be what you were supposed to be all along. Someone in love with life. Anyway, I'll probably find enough valuables under their beds. Last time, I could afford to live in an inn for a while. It was great. Until I realized that I couldn't close my eyes for more than a few hours. I started having frequent pains all over my body. I can still feel them as we speak. Their little hands, trying to grab me, to fight me, to push me, to plead with me. There was this little boy. He kept trying to hug it out. Wouldn't let go of my leg. As if I would suddenly change my mind and not kill him after I had murdered everyone else in his home. I could see it all in his eyes. The confusion, the horror, the survival instinct. I made it as quick and painless as I could. He didn't let go of my thigh, even in death. Sometimes I tell myself he probably wouldn't have made it past 8 due to a disease. You know, like most kids out there. That I just made it quicker for him. I lie to myself like that, even if I hear their screams in the broad daylight. I don't even have to sleep anymore for the nightmares to visit me. Listen. Think about it. We still have a long time before we reach the port. We'll find a boat who can take us to the east there. You have until then. What do you mean you like me too? I just told you I killed kids. And you like me? What type of deranged... Will I ever stop? I don't think so. I forgot what it's like. Life. And I don't think I deserve to remember. I told you. The end for me is either losing my mind or... well, you know. You, on the other hand, still have so much left. Go back to your parties, to your poetry and paintings. Right. After this lovely discussion, maybe you should finally light that fire. Not that I don't like being the wise man, but I don't think I'll be able to handle you complaining about the cold another night. Hey, if you have some inspiration tonight, I'd love to hear a song with a happy ending.